So hi guys, I'm with Andriy and he's more into the email marketing. He just started his agency in the email marketing field. So today we are going to ask him a couple of questions related to the email marketing. So hi Andriy, how you are doing, man?
Good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm going good. So just wanted to ask you like how things are going at your end during this the very crucial time. Like hope the email marketing is helping you a lot to create more business during this tough time. Yeah.
Of course. I mean, the things are in the world they are bad, but in e-commerce space, it's everything is like booming. All industries, even industries we didn't think will grow, everything is like growing like on steroids, especially like in food and beverages industry because people order online.
I know, like it's happening all over the world with the PPC also. It is like so terrible right now. The rates of the all the ad network is going down, and because of nobody spending. So I hope like the email is the good part, like you guys are doing. So I just wanted to ask you some couple of questions
Sure.
related to your industry. The
Sure.
first question is, while creating the email campaign, what factors and any organization should consider? Like if they wanted to hire some agency, then what things they have to consider while hiring anyone for the email campaign?
Sure. If you want to work with the agency or freelancer, it doesn't matter. Like ask them how many clients they manage. If you hire agency, probably you will be working with account manager or project manager and ask the main question like how many clients do they manage. Um, I would highly recommend if they do all email marketing for you, account manager should not manage more than four, maximum probably six. But if six like small projects, but four is a probably sweet spot, not more than four projects because they can dedicate approximately 40 hours of their time
Got
per
it.
month
Hmm.
for your company. So how many projects they manage and also what kind of experience they have. Do they specialize only on email marketing or they do a bunch of different stuff? If they do a bunch of different stuff, I would be a little bit skeptical if they know email marketing very good, because email marketing is not only about copywriting and design, it's about also deliverability as well.
Yeah, that's pretty good. So the next question is like, what factors you consider while validating the emails? Like many people right now, what is happening, like they wanted to buy the email list from third party and they just wanted to do the quick things and shoot all the emails. So do you suggest to do this, or you suggest to obtain the email from your platform by providing the value?
100% not to do it like in any, like there's no cases where you should do it. There's like always no, don't do it. For you, first of all, it's illegal. You're not legally allowed to send emails to people who did not opt in. Second, in short term you might make few sales if you send it to a bunch of people, and maybe by somehow they will buy from you, but long term you can damage your reputation, you can damage your sender's reputation, you can, your domain can be blacklisted and it will hurt you big time. So you, and to fix it you will invest even more money, so the return on investment will be negative.
Oh yeah, that's like you should not, like nobody should buy the email list from somebody saying like, okay, I have a like 2 millions of email list. You can just shoot it and you will get a sales. Absolutely, I totally agree with your point.
And about the list size, there's a lot of people thinking that bigger is better, and it's not true. I had a customer who had like 20,000 email subscribers, and he was generating 1 month he was making like 1 million per month with 20,000. And there's some other companies who has like 200,000 subscribers, and they couldn't even like make 50,000 per month.
Oh my God, yeah.
So it's about list quality. It's not about like list size.
Okay, so number one suggestion that you can give it, like you have to focus on the list quality, the quality of list that you are going to create. So if some site is like the e-commerce site, they are very like the new site and they are not having that amount of email addresses right now. So what other factors they have to consider to create that list? Like if somebody like either they should do a blogging or educate their people from online sources.
There's a lot of tips how to build your list,
Hmm.
but the first thing you have to have an infrastructure. So have some opt-ins, exit pop-ups, slide in, have
Oh,
a sign up in your footer, like those basic things. And then like do some extra steps, like do Facebook marketing if you have money. If you don't, start writing blog posts, start writing some cool posts on Facebook. Like even
yeah,
today, I reached out to you because I want to grow my YouTube channel. So I want to communicate with you, provide value to your uh, YouTube subscribers, and if they like what I say, they might subscribe. So I'm putting work in to get those YouTube subscribers, email subscribers. So you have to first build infrastructure, and second start to building some like marketing channels, like marketing paths to your website.
this is really fantastic advice because it's really help all the newcomers to understand how exactly the you can build a professional way in the email marketing campaign. So next question is, Andriy, like while choosing the email tools, like what things people has to consider, like with respect to the costing part and the features parts and the long-term benefits. So please highlight on those points.
Sure. I learned from one of the consultant, and I forgot what's the name of the consultant. He said, "Do you want headache-free tool, or you want to have a free tool?" Because typically when it's free, there's headache, but
Yeah,
when you pay money, there's like
that's
headache
true.
free.
Yeah,
So for e-commerce, Mailchimp is free up to 2,000, and you can use it, but it's not as powerful as we use in our for all our customer Klaviyo. Uh, People
Clive.
say that OmniSend as well is good. I mean, I don't have experience with OmniSend, um, but it's very important to look long term. Like, okay, today I will save those like $20 per month. Okay, I will
Mhm.
save it. But what will happen in 2 years or 3 years? Okay, you build your business, you have a lot of subscribers, you have automations, you have campaigns, you have data, and now you understand that like Mailchimp or any other free software is not the right tool for you. You have to move, and now you have to hire us or somebody else to make the move, migration, and it will cost you a few $1,000s. It will cost you a few $1,000s. The process, time, everything. So the question is, did you save money? Like, did you really save the money?
Yeah,
No, then it's probably break even. So
got
I
it.
highly recommend to start from the right tool. Um, I know it sounds like I'm trying to sell Klaviyo, but like since
No, it's not about
2016.
that. Like, because I also personally did some research. The Klaviyo is really good one. Like, they have a lot of things, especially about the scalability part, as you mentioned. Like, it's very hard for if your email list is growing to getting converted from the one particular X product to the Y product is a bit difficult nowadays. So they have a lot of you have to either invest a lot of money to do that, or it should be like a very complex process for you, or you can have a right resources to do that. So yeah, that's really important. Like I think so, like nowadays the automation tools like the Klaviyo and the MailChimp, these kind of things, like they are really important to create and manage the campaigns of your customers. So let's move to the next portion about the email copy. When you
Okay.
create a campaign, what factors you consider in the email copy? Like what points you focus more, how the email copy will look like, what are the number of links, number of images, and the call to action. Yeah,
Uh, in terms of copy size, generic rule of thumb is 150 words or less,
150 words.
but
Okay.
it depends on the client and situation. In terms of call to actions, we try to have only one call to action per email and one team per email. By team, I mean there should not be multiple ideas like, okay, we'll write about testimonial, social proof, and we write about discount, and we'll tell them about new product we release. The goal of email to have only one call to action and one team. If you do sale, talk about sale and tell them click here to buy. If you're talking about testimonial, talk about those testimonials, say click here to read more testimonials or something like that. So don't try to combine, because it will you will lose the potential customer.
Even the emojis also play a really big role. Like, what do you think about the emoji and the clickbait subject line?
Clickbait subject line, if the copy in the email supported, it's good. If not, it's defeat the purpose of email.
It's like you are expected to land in the spam folder next time. Yeah.
Or unsubscribe. Emoji, personally, I don't have any data saying emoji is better or worse. It depends on the client, depends what they sell.
Because I saw like a lot of people, they from the e-commerce, they actually put the emojis at the beginning of the subject line so that your email will get highlighted immediately once it's landed to somebody's inbox, right? So it's like like the focal point about the visualization, right? Yeah.
It's a good thing, to be honest. Like, we did not split test that. So I'm just curious. After our call, I'll talk with our account manager and we'll test it. So it's a good idea. Thank
Oh
you.
wow, that's pretty good, man. Like you got the idea.
Mhm. I
That's
should pay you.
Yeah, it's actually work well, man. Like you imagine like if some emoji is coming in your inbox as a very front face on your, especially in your mobile app, there are high chances like you're going to check it out, right? So it's
Okay.
actually it insists people to go and open the email box like immediately. Question is, once you create a campaign, you send all the emails, then what about the tracking? How you guys track, how you manage your tracking data, and how you create a retargeting campaigns?
Sure. Uh, on like big picture, we just go to the tool we use. In our case, is Klaviyo, and we just check what number they give us. But also in our company, we built like another software. It's not software, but it's like a reporting tool. We export data from Klaviyo, pulling in our reporting tool, and give us like statistics and show us like what is red, green, yellow. So we visually can see right away, okay, this campaign performed, have low open rate, and this campaign has a high open rate. So what did we do in that campaign, which we didn't do in that campaign? And we're trying to understand. So next time we sending campaign, we can repeat what's working and get better result. And in terms of retargeting, all retargeting are done through automations, and it depends what kind of behavior, what they did. Let's say if they abandoned their cart, we are trying hard to convert them. We like doing like some discounts, promotions, like trying to so they buy. But if they just subscribe through the footer, they opted in because they maybe want to learn about your company, or I'm not sure what they want. So in that case, we just want to educate them about the brand before we do any sales.
So another question, how much personalization that you consider while writing the email copy? So what factors you consider in the personalization? Because as you said, personalization is very important in the email copy.
Correct. Uh, Rule of thumb, we try to break our customer audience at least in the 3 buckets. It can be different buckets, like three avatars or 3 personas, and try to communicate differently to those 3 personas.
Mm-hmm.
Also, we do segmentation by behavior, what they purchase or what they bought or didn't buy. Let's say if they purchase this shirt, next time we're sending promo about this shirt, we will exclude those people. So we do not.
Oh, got it.
Yeah.
It's also like adding people and excluding people is also important.
Of
Like,
course. Yes.
yeah, that's pretty good. So the last question, like, what is the number one advice you are considering to give it to my audience if somebody wanted to start with the email campaign? Like, email is a bit complicated for those people especially in the blogging. Like, they really don't know, like they are having a lot of emails, but retargeting those emails and using those emails for the right call to action is very difficult right now. So what you suggest, like what are your suggestion on this one?
So, I mean, the first thing, the most important thing, you need to have email subscribers to send email to. So first, make sure you have a foundation to capture all your website visitors' email. So convert them from website visitors into email subscribers. And
Okay.
second, you need to send emails every week. I highly recommend to send every week, but not just to send email to send it. Try to create some kind of content, blog post, YouTube video, podcast, social media posts that you want to share. But like in my business, like I provide service to companies. So in my business, we create YouTube video every week. So we send it to our email subscribers saying, hey, this is YouTube video about X, Y, and Z, check it out. It's very short email, but every time, every Thursday, I'm sending out this email. So it keeps my database engaged.
That's pretty well. Like it's a really good advice because people are getting so much confusion because of online materials. So what different kind of a podcast and the online content you consume to educate yourself?
Sure. Um, So I listened to Smart Passive Income by Pat Flynn. He has a lot of good advices about email marketing in general. Amy Porterfield, um, um, online. I forgot the podcast name, but if you type in Amy Porterfield, she will pop up. E-commerce Fuel. It's also
Mhm.
another good podcast as well as a community, and other podcasts, but it's not related to this.
Yeah, that's very good. So thank you very much, Andriy, for coming and joining with me and sharing a very good knowledge and the insightful things about your entire process. Because I believe like to create a business, you need a proper process, and the process should be very insightful for each and every stakeholders in your system. Like then only the win-win situation happen. Like both people are going to win in the entire game. You're also happy, your customer is going to happy. That's really insightful talk that we had it right now, like, and I'm thankful for you to join with this us, like. And so Andy is a guy who can help you if you're running the e-commerce platform to do a email marketing. If you're running some b2b products company in the e-commerce sector, he's the guy to. So you can see his description and his services in the description section. He will share all the details with me after this podcast, and I'm happy to include it in my description sections of YouTube.